they're showing white people in army ads now?
That means it's time to suit up, boys.
So war is coming.
War is coming. For you. For your race.
What will you do when you feel its breath upon your neck?
Whose voice is that? Is that Josh Brolin?
Well, they're making it like funk, like edit style now.
Funk.
Like, so it's cool. So
Is
it's
that
like
official? Is that from?
Yeah, U.S.
No
Army.
path leads to war. So war is coming. You know that. What will you do when you feel its breath upon your neck?
36 Mafia.
How insulting.
I mean, it's whoever's internally doing marketing is like, well, it's a kid who's like, well, the funk like edit shit is like kind of popping right now.
I used to work on Red Bull. I used to do the X Games. Now I'm going to do the U.S. Army. It's fun that they say, you know it's coming. That's a nice one. Do you know that India is fighting Pakistan?
With what?
7-Eleven candies. I think they're fighting with who gives a I'm gonna be spotter. Isn't
Wow, that's super cool.
I like the spinning one on the side.
That's pure style.
Like the two guys on the flankers.
Yeah. The binoculars spinning on top. That's swag.
What is that? Like for real? Like what?
What's
is that
the purpose
fake?
of
Is that
it?
UI? Is that AI?
No, I think that's a real thing they do.
Watch out, the tank's coming.
Wow, man. And those are a female too. That's the woman force. Camo ones, that's the female force.
This is almost kind of like Japanese Katamari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a Power Rangers kind of feel to it in the beginning there. The caption is just nicely ignorant.
Yeah.
India has deployed its secret elite force into battle with Pakistan. Powerful songs like action movie music Tansa.
This is secret.
Super slop.
This is
The guy laying backwards.
yeah, I missed that.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Imagine the three of us in a pose like that.
We have to do that. Like we have to
Get that built. What's
Pakistani
the
stunt bike?
It'd be really efficient if the cycling or the wheels are sort of
People.
like the wheels are powering the pinwheel,
stunt?
the pinwheel device.
So in this case, the people are powered by the wheels. There's
Yes.
a gear system that sort of folds them into their stance.
Can you go back? Is the guy on top spinning? The guy on the very top is spinning too.
Yeah.
He's spinning.
And then we get some guy upside down here to look at the sky.
Chris, can you send me on Slack WP3 India versus Pakistan motorcycle squads?
I should probably just send you this video too.
And just link it, yeah.
I bet you it would take us about half an hour. We would have the funniest shit ever. Like just different things like this that aren't that. Like water hoses and stuff like that. And yeah, dude, that's wild.
We got a lot of links from Trev.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, we got India versus Pakistan.
He also clicked the same one.
Just about the actual serious.
I was serious too. I was actually
seriousness
concerned
of it. Yeah, well, you've seen the other ones where they're like at the border where they're they're doing like a peacock dance.
Yeah, they're making faces.
They're doing
at
the
each other.
haka.
So ridiculous.
It's
You ever see when they bite?
yeah,
They
it's
bite
like,
their
yeah.
hand. No, is it this? No, they go. No,
Let me list of it.
they do this thing where they bite the back of their hand, and that means like "fuck you" or something.
Squad and City of Mesa park rangers could allegedly earn a patch as a makeshift reward for gooning. What is that? A 60-plus page police report alleges that some rangers would go out gooning, and they would plan on beating up black people and the homeless. Themselves the Goon Squad and City of Mesa park rangers
The
could
censored word
allegedly
is
a patch.
What's new? What's the new? It's been pretty quiet out there.
Yeah, it's been a little quiet. There hasn't been a major crisis event in a minute. I think Trump just signed his $6 trillion deal with the Saudis, something like that. We'll have Chris pull that up. I think they're investing in U.S.
Equities?
No, I don't think equities. I think it's like an infrastructure or some sort of like energy deal. I think it might be an energy in the Middle East.
Okay.
AI desert power thing.
Desert
Not
AI.
sure. We'll look up in a second though.
AI desert oil.
AI desert oil.
Yeah. I wonder where the Saudis sit with all this. The House of Saud sits with all this stuff.
You mean the AI stuff?
No, with like in the middle, the tensions in the Middle East, or where they, because aren't they always just sitting pretty?
Yeah, I think so. I think they got somebody by the balls over here.
Yeah, they
seem to avoid this.
seem to keep their nose clean quite often, and they're just like, I'm just gonna build another lion fendered car. No big deal. I'm just gonna build another 38-foot Excalibur looking limousine thing made out of gold.
We should remind Chris to pull up that. You remember that line? The Line City.
Yeah,
we should see if there's updates on that.
11,000 more dead people inside it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the cool. I think, well, if you're living in Sandglass world, to create like one of those things. I mean, it is kind of nuts to be living in a desert and then saying, "Yeah, we're going to build a gigantic ocean in a line, like a psychotic, like Goonies." It reminds me of like
aquarium, terrarium.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Like the Goonies. You ever see that pod where they find the treasure ship inside that like rock cave? Isn't that beautiful? God, I love that movie.
Let's build one.
It's kind of like I was always fascinated. You ever see the Goonies?
I know that scene you're talking about. It's
my favorite
incredible
thing. Like,
yeah.
Like finding a treasure ship inside like a mountain near the ocean.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was like blown away by that when I was a kid. Like water slides that drop off and like shoot you 20 feet down. I thought that was like the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like they'd never let you do that. They'd get sued if they did that at a water park. I think it's like my dad was like taking the piss out of it, like that you'd get sued. I was like, no, it'd be fat. You could do a flip.
I missed the Goonies. It
didn't hit you?
It didn't hit me, no.
What was your child? Was it Back to the Future?
Back to the Future, yeah.
See, that one missed me.
Yeah.
I always thought it was like, and I like Christopher Lloyd, but I always thought like Doc was gay. It was like, we're going to the future, time machine. I don't know, something turned me off about time, even though time travel is cool, but.
Gotcha.
I don't know, I wonder why.
What did you watch the most times when you were a kid?
That's I know. I watched Weekend at Bernie's 300 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
300?
Probably. We used to watch it every day when, my parents let us stay home from school constantly.
Wow.
And we have, remember when you'd redo tapes?
Yeah.
You'd like rip them off the HBO. And when you could do that with your VCR? We had Weekend at Bernie's a lot. I watched Drop Dead Fred a lot. Did you ever see Drop Dead Fred?
No.
With
I don't even think I saw Weekend at Bernie's, actually, to be honest with you.
Oh, it's magnificent. It's such a funny movie, like a funny idea. Like basically they catch a boss stealing and then he tries to kill them and the killer kills the boss instead because he fucks the mafia boss's wife, girl, and then they live in like a Hamptons like post-mod mansion. So there's like champagne. It's very like luxe, like cigarette boats and Porsches, and it's cool. It's like flashy. There's like a Liechtenstein. It's got like that 90s aesthetic. It was cool. And then Andrew McCarthy was a fucking funny, like he steals his Rolex, his dead boss's Rolex, and they string him up and they're just walking around with a dead. It's kind of funny. Like it'd be like if Chris died and we're like, come on, Chris. We're like walking him around. It's like there's something funny about that.
Chris, can we see Weekend at Bernie's trailer on YouTube?
Sure. That'd probably be.
Sorry about the fucking
Everything
running
good?
around. Yeah. I'm just doing something time sensitive. What is it? Weekend at Bernie's.
You baking?
Yeah, I'm baking. I'm proofing.
He's doing a roast.
Weekend.
He's doing a sous
No,
vide.
weekend. Yeah, he's doing a sous vide. The fish is almost done. The haddock. The tilapia.
Sous vide's pretty hands off, actually. So.
Well, it depends on what meat you're cooking, Chris. And I like it finished with a torch.
We got to see the trailer and we got to see the clip. Bernie throws a party.
Okay,
that's
so
a
this
great
trailer right here.
Yeah, the trailer, please.
Okay, sorry.
Don't you see? Don't you see? We just uncovered a $2 million error. We're going to be heroes. We're going up the corporate ladder. It appears as if somebody's trying to defraud the company.
Somebody tried to smoke it past the wrong guy.
Very, very good work. How would you two like to come to my house at the beach?
Love to!
For Larry and Richard,
How are you?
this is a place to die for.
You have to kill them, Vito.
I'm a little rusty, but it'll come back to me.
What, should we just walk in?
But what they don't realize
No, we'll stand out here on weekend. Come on, we're house guests.
is while they're checking in,
Forget the accident with the two guys. Take care of Lomax.
Bernie Lomax will be checking out.
Oh, my God. What kind of a host invites you to his house for the weekend and dies on you?
I don't know.
Lomax told whoever he's talking to not to kill us if he's around, right?
Yeah, but Lomax is dead. He's not around anybody anymore.
I know that. You know that. Nobody else knows that. Huh?
Oh!
Where's Bernie? It looks good enough. Let's go. Uh-oh. Larry. What? Huh?
Really?
Hey, Bernie, just like last week, huh?
Oh, Bernie, you animal. You are insatiable.
Doesn't anyone realize he's dead?
Hold the boat! Got him? Hold the boat!
Vito, I'm telling you, Lomax is alive. Maybe Paulie is rustier than we thought.
Ooh, Bernie, you're starting to peel. Want to get you out of sun, huh?
Oh.
Is that the killer? How do I know, Richard? Should I stop and ask him? No, just drive. Serpent time! Did you hear something? What is that?
Oh.
It's just Bernie.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Are we doing it again today?
Oh, absolutely. You know we are.
Great. We'll see you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, ladies. We'll see you later. God, is this great or what?
Damn.
Was that the first movie to do that gimmick? Because I've seen that in multiple movies. The dead guy on strings.
As far as I know,
I
mean, it's possible. I mean, there's 100 years of cinema history, but
that's probably the one.
That might be the one that for our generation at least.
And that's like the focus, sort of.
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
It's just like manipulating a dead body.
That's really funny.
It's really funny though. Like he's fucking girls. Like there's a girl who comes into the middle and like fucks him, comes down. She's like, "Oh, you were so great." Like leaves and they're like, it's basically the whole time he just keeps showing up. He's falling downstairs. It's kind of funny. Like, why don't they redo that?
Yeah,
I mean that's a movie to redo.
It's the idea of like for a whole movie, everybody in the movie, nobody's realizing that he's dead.
Yeah.
And it's like obvious. That's really funny.
People negotiating with him for cars and shit, and his head keeps falling. And they're like, "Come on, Bernie, sell me the Porsche." And he's like, and the guy takes it as like no.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he keeps upping his offer on his 911. He's like, "I'll give you 50,000." He's like this. Yeah, good deal. Like it's so insane. It's like it's a bit that just keeps working. Then two is not as good.
Oh, this is 2.
Yeah, two's not as good.
Weekend at Bernie's 2.
This is like when these guys are just like this one's fucking chicks the whole weekend, the whole time, and like having a great time at his house, using his boat, his Porsche and shit. It's fun. There's supposedly something with like dragging across the concrete. Have you seen that yet?
Dragged across concrete?
Yeah.
I have not seen that.
It's supposedly like a pretty high level, like techie heist, like ruthless gunmanship.
Is that Ryan Gosling in that?
I don't know. I keep seeing, it's one of those things where I have to watch it.
I'll make a note to watch that.
Yeah. But because I like high tech heists or, big guns, bombs.
For sure, yeah.
Not Handsome Dan heists, not like Ocean's 11. Ocean's
No.
11. Yeah.
Well, specifically, I think I know what you like. Is like in Heat, there's a character kind of like this who's the guy that gives them the plans for the HVAC of the bank and stuff. And I think GTA 5 parodies that. The fat, ugly guy character who like leads you on the heists.
Yeah.
That's like a trope. That's a thing.
Well, it's practical. It's like
how would you do it? Yeah.
I think that I've had that conversation with my older cousins, more than I'm comfortable with. Like, how would you rob a bank? Have you ever had that? Like, I think about how would you gone down? Like a
Never
Brinks
thought-
truck, a Brinks truck is probably the easiest. Like getting, like, because they're the lowest point of interest in the job, and there's no alarms in open air. Even though there's probably like a safety check system in place that I'm not aware of that Brinks has, but knocking over a Brinks truck is something I've always wanted to do. It's just cool, like a big gun in the face, drop the bags immediately. You know, tell me you'd have to work for Brinks for 3 years or something, or just have a guy on your team that worked for a security bag, like a Loomis or something like that. But if you wanted like big, like knocking over like jewelry or diamonds or something like that, just because we were so close to that, the bonded vault. Like my dad held one of the diamonds from the bonded vault thief. It's the biggest jewelry heist in the world.
Oh, really?
And basically a bunch of mobsters got caught, and there was some of the diamonds were floating around. It was a Rhode Island guy that knocked over the safe.
Oh, wow.
And it was like old school safe cracking shit. Like it was like,
Nice.
yeah, I did it. He said did a couple banks in New Hampshire. I did a couple. It was like shit like that.
Holy shit.
But they stole, like, allegedly, the story goes fictitiously in my mind that one of the diamonds was like my dad. Like he's like, he tossed it to me. He's like, dude, the fucking diamond was like gigantic.
Damn.
And he's like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy shit, dude.
That's really funny.
Yeah, it's nuts. And like it was all Rhode Island based people that were around in the 80s.
Okay.
They all got caught. They all went to jail. But you know, I think they did like 12 years or something. We can look it up. But the bonded vault was the biggest thief. And then the paintings that got taken from the ones that were cut out of the frames.
Oh, really? That
That was one where they robbed the museum and they just cut the fucking canvases right out of the frames and they rolled them up and then they ended up in Rhode Island and around.
Shit.
Yeah. That's cool as shit though.
That's crazy.
Like, you know, a Saudi prince would pay. Like apparently that's how you sell stolen
That's
art.
who you fence it to is
Yeah.
Saudi princes.
Like people who have no, like, I just want it.
Yeah.
I just want it. I don't care. It's like, you know, that's cool though. Like that's stealing artwork and jewels. Like, oh, who gives a shit?
Imagine if someone asked you what you do and your real answer is I'm a jewel thief.
A jewel thief. Yeah. Rubies.
Yeah. What's your jewel of choice?
Sapphires.
Rubies.
Opals.
Damn.
But like smash and grabs are fun to think about. But yeah, I mean now I don't know. I guess what is the best thing to steal?
I mean,
Physical.
Crypto. Physical.
Yeah,
Physical thing to
yeah.
steal. I don't know.
What would you steal if you had to steal anything?
It has to be physical.
Yeah, it has to be physical.
Oh man, that's a tough question.
Yeah. Formula One cars.
Shit.
Something you'd have to like. Some people say transportability is something.
Is there a way? Can they track stolen gems? Do they have like
A lot
laser-
harder.
It's harder.
Yeah.
I guess you'd get it recut, right? If
No,
you
I
had
think
a-
they have a VGSI grade micro lasered into the gem itself.
Oh, really?
So if it was ever like you can QR code a VGSI inside the jewel, I think because you would definitely have a grade on it. You
Yeah.
can look through a jeweler's loop and see like, oh, this is a VGSI SR1, whatever, K color, whatever the fuck it was, and it's in the diamond. Like
They
it's,
mark it in the diamond.
yeah,
Do they really do that?
yeah. I think it's teeny tiny.
That's crazy.
Yeah, especially big stuff. Antique jewelry would be easy to steal because those are all like old, cloudy, you know, like Bolivian emeralds that are pre that.
Wow, they do
They do that.
serial numbers, logos, custom messages or symbols, and the lab report numbers.
Yeah. So unloading it would be hairy.
Most certified diamonds over 0.3 carats are laser inscribed by default with their report number. Retailers often request additional custom inscriptions for branding or security. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what you would steal in that case. It's tough.
Yeah. Holy Grail antique pieces.
You just get caught.
Would you?
Yeah, probably.
An insurance job would be fantastic. Where the guy was like, "Yeah, I have my contents policy insured for $5 million. Steal away." And then you're just like, "No problem." Well, basically, you have to make it look like non-negligent. Like you have to tie him up. You have to like tie him up and make it look dangerous, and then look like something happened. Like then he got a phone call and he ran out of here. And then he was like, "Yeah,
Show up in a van with a vinyl thing stickered over the side.
bad guy."
Like
crowbar.
Your team hops out in those jumpsuits. It's like workman jumpsuits.
It's like chains and like like bad dudes.
You ever see the original Mission Impossible?
The '60s one.
No, I mean the original Tom Cruise reboot. It's really
Yeah,
good.
yeah. When
It's
he does
really
the lasers.
fucking good, man. I haven't gotten to I can't remember if that's the laser one because I'm just started watching them in the first like 30 minutes of it.
Any of them with Tommy's, but that's the good stuff.
It's really good. Wow, it's good.
Yeah.
So good.
Isn't he catching thieves? It's like the Italian job.
He's got to. I don't want to spoil it for our viewers, but he's got to. There's a mole in the IMF that he's got to suss out, flush him out.
Must be really hard to figure out who it is. The movie's over in 3 minutes. They just walk over to the littlest guy. Just pick him up by his arms and throw him into a fucking throw him in jail. Who could it be? It's like who was it? The merchant?
The happy merchant.
The happy merchant's just sitting there. There's a mole. Yeah, that's your rewatch.
I'm still thinking of what I would steal. What would you steal?
I would steal from an old woman, a blind, senile. I would wait to get like when they go fucking retarded, when they go dementia, like a living dementia patient that is fighting her. I'm not leaving my house. Whoever that case with the richest one with the nicest stuff, it would be my target. And I would con her via like I would do some like door sales, like some solar door sales to do some, or like Jehovah Witness to get into the house, or HVAC tech. Hi, did you call for the HVAC? It's making a noise. I'd probably be able to know the house just because I know houses. And I would when she's going to sleep, I would probably just unload her house. When rich people in like the Hamptons and Newport and stuff like that, their houses get unloaded with like Penske rental trucks. Like robberies go, they take everything, like cars, safes, paintings, candlesticks, like all the way, silver.
So they're showing up with a Mayflower moving truck to rob your house.
And like 7 dudes unload your house.
Yeah.
That used to be a thing. Like now it's these Venezuelan guys breaking in and stealing jewelry. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know what kind of person doesn't have their jewelry like locked up in sort of some sort of cool safe that has $1 million. But I would probably unload, because older women don't protect their shit like young guys do. Like young dudes would have their shit in like key-coded fingerprint safes that are built into a wall that would take you like 4 hours to demo it and then drag it out with a jack. Because you'd have to drag it out with a come-along, which is you'd have to lag bolt in some sort of like anchor with a chain and then like drag it out like with like a and it would like and you have to pull it out of the wall. And then you'd have to get a wheel cart, wheel it outside, then you can laser it you can cut it with a plasma torch once you get it back to the warehouse. I'm assuming I'd have a warehouse by then. But yeah, I'd probably, because like old women would probably just have like jewelry boxes with gold and or like an old silver collector. That would be a good one. Like guy who owns a silver store, steal precious metals. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, you could probably rob a drug dealer with like a bunch of guns. They keep, but that's low weight. Cars are there's too many components on a car.
I think I would maybe this is cowardly, but I would apply for a job at the place.
Yeah.
And like polish my resume, make sure like get credentials too. Like get actual like credentials that you can verify.
Yep.
To get entry to like
De Beers,
some tech company, steal a prototype, that type of thing.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a good prototype.
Yeah,
like you were like back in the day working at like the U.S. Patent Office.
I think the easiest way would be some sort of social engineering thing where you have a woman involved in like trying to like having a sexy woman go around, meeting people and blackmailing them essentially, or getting private access to their phones and shit in order to get what you want. But that's not really a cool heist.
You'll have to drown her in too.
Oh yeah,
because she'll flip on you.
No, you'd kill her easy. That would be if we'd put her in a wood chipper.
That'd be the fun part.
Yeah,
like, let's go scuba diving.
You're talking about. I'm talking about how am I going to build this cake? You're talking about the cherry on top. What was that?
Yeah. Once you sold the prototype, yeah. It's like, finally, Victor, we have all the money. You're like, my name's not Victor, it's Sam. You're under the water. You're scuba diving with her in 20 feet of water. You're just choking her. You're punching her.
Yeah.
You're beating her up like you're on land.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go scuba diving in the Cayman Islands.
But getting access to a building as an employee and then figuring out like more ways to get access, more places to hide stuff, seal myself in the building overnight.
Yeah, just like drywall yourself.
Yeah.
Into the wall. Yeah, that would be, I mean, I always think that venture capital guys do that. Like how many kids like that are just like young, eager, back in the day it would be like coders or something like that. They were like, I have a way to do this. And they were like, they just had no ways or means to go about it, no charisma, no nothing. And they just kind of like blurted out the secret. And then some Mark Cuban guy was like, hey, it's a great idea. I can't be done though. Do it right away. You know what I mean? Like it had to have happened.
I think that happens every time.
Yes. Oh, yeah. My grandfather worked for a patent office, and he figured something out for a valve company that he worked at, and they bought him a car.
Neat.
Yeah, and he was like, it saved them like $1 million in like 1966 or something. It was some like, and they bought him a car, and he was like, I mean, he was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So like for them, like,
well, most of these companies, if you work at like Google or something and you invent something while you're on the clock, Google owns it, that type of thing.
wow.
So if you have an idea like that, you have to be you probably I would imagine that if you were working at Google or Apple and you had one of these types of ideas, you probably couldn't even text about it or email about it because they would subpoena those records and figure it out.
It's like the hydrogen car guy.
Is that what happened to him?
There was a guy who created a car that ran on water. And
Didn't people say that they killed him?
They did kill him.
Yeah.
Johnny Chevrolet came into his house and he's like, throw this car in the crusher.
Yeah.
And then they just shot him with like a silenced Uzi.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe that type of stuff though.
Yeah.
A car that runs on water.
Yeah.
I just don't think that. I think that type of story, it's so attractive to like believe in it.
Yeah.
But again, I haven't looked into it. I don't know.
No, it's funny to think about though. It is. There are like, that's like the dog and the peanut butter story. Like hot dog in your story.
Yeah.
Like every school knows a girl that got caught sticking a hot dog or a pencil in her.
Yeah.
And like there was never a girl sticking a pencil in her.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's like the hot dog, the hydrogen powered car could very well be. And I know the viewers are going to be like, nope, it's not. All right.
Anyway.
So back to stealing.
Back to stealing and robbing.